No, it's actually a news station that's showing pretty orange and pink swirls. Mac, what in the world? I don't know. Listen for a moment. Peculiar effects began some 40 minutes ago. So far, no instruments trained on the area have been able to identify the nature of the energies being discharged. Flyover by a high-altitude scanning plane has produced no useful data.
That's typical of CNN, trying their best and not being able to get anything useful.
After hearing about the pretty colored swirls, Weapon Vindigardian Alpha is on the scene. But surely this is more up Michael's alley, or Anne's? It's practically in her backyard. Shouldn't we at least contact the rest of Alpha Flight? Heather, there is no Alpha Flight. And the next couple silent panels are really good at establishing her kind of like silence and sadness and stuff like that when she goes to get the rest of the Alpha Flight members to actually help James. There's no jokes I can make except for one really easy one.
That's odd. These two have the alpha gold edges, but I don't recognize the pictures.
Who gives a shit about the pictures, Heather? Those are shiny Pokemon. Just grab them and split.
Meet the next few members of Alpha Flight, followed immediately by who's probably the most awesome character in this fucking series. Puck. Basically Canadian Batman. You want to lay off or do I have to toss you out, eh? Huh? I don't believe it. Should go back to kindergarten, little boy, or I might muss up your hair. You might try, eh?
Judd or Puck or whatever you want to call him, even despite the fact that he's like 4 foot, he is one of the most awesome characters ever. I mean, these two truckers are hitting on some chick, and he just immediately walks up and is like, how about you leave her alone, eh? And then beats the shit out of both of them. Don't believe me? Watch.
The first guy gets thrown out of the bar, and the second guy doesn't even break a sweat, he just punches him in the face.
Canada! Fuck yeah! The next couple members are Marina, who's kind of like female Aquaman, and Sasquatch. I would make jokes, except for there really aren't that many to make, except for one major joke. That Sasquatch. Snowbird comes to the site where that humanoid figure was being traced out to see the awesome swirling colors of pink, orange, and yellow. She transforms from her owl form and looks out as the massive humanoid figure begins to rise. It begins. The desiccated thing which was once a man twitches aloft a trembling hand, and around him the crude shape scuffed into the tundra mimics the motion.
I know exactly where this giant hand is going.
I live. My limbs grow strong. The land bears its hidden power unto my body. I am Tundra, and I am the death of all that lives, the final doom of all my ancient enemies. Fear me, land of the north. Your last days now walk again.
Oh no. He's the ultimate evil.
Twinkies really are the devil, though. Then we get this awesome splash page of Tundra that's absolutely terrifying in how awesome it is. But Alpha Flight is on the scene. Come, brother, why must we dawdle along at this snail's pace? Conserve your strength, sister. We do not know what menaces caused Vindicator to summon us.
Northstar, Aurora, I need you to help me move my couch.
If you don't have enough Puck being badass, well, here's more Puck being badass as he throws an army soldier over his shoulder. Canada! Fuck yeah! Blast! I could burst in easily, but that'd bring the whole base down around my ears. But I gotta find a plane. I gotta! Stupid little...
Then Puck immediately turned back around and punched him once more in the face for good measure. Canada!
Now that Tundra has arisen, Snowbird and the rest of Alpha Flight are ready to battle. Snowbird is immediately attacked by mosquitoes. Mosquitoes! It is true then. Tundra has powers over the creature of the north. I dare not use my transmorphic power.
Now, I get the implication is that Tundra would be able to control her if she turned into something of the north, but I'd like to believe that she's actually just really lazy and just won't do it. Snowbird, help! I'm being attacked by millions and millions of mosquitoes! Yeah, but then Weapon Vindigardian Alpha, that might be, like, difficult. I mean, I don't do anything that's difficult. I just like to relax and, just be chill, bro. Just be chill all day. Oh, you're dead.
What happens next is just some good old-fashioned superhero fun. You see Vindicator helping out Snowbird by getting rid of the mosquitoes with some electric blasts, but then Tundra blasting Vindicator with tons of rocks. And then Shaman shows up and he does the first part of the YMCA. I don't know why he's holding out his hands like that. Maybe his dialogue will explain. Tundra, it is a Sacri medicine chief who speaks now to you. Mine is the power to reason with the mortal mind within you. Fool!
That's about usually the conversation I have while trying to reason with liberals or conservatives.
Vindicator electrically blasts Tundra, but because Tundra is made from the Earth itself, all of Canada itself starts to shake, which Snowbird warns Vindicator about. Then, as Tundra is walking around, he begins to grow, and oh man, look at those Liefeld proportions. He's just a giant fucking balloon. Look at his legs. I mean, I get he's a giant monster created from the Earth itself, but come on, at least make him look kind of human. Then Sasquatch drops him from a helicopter and he lands on him, barely have noticed, but then he starts to tear huge fucking pieces out of him. Wow, that is gotta hurt. Oh, and then adds. You know, let's take a look at this. Right, bub, we're slashing prices. That's a big 30% savings. The more titles you order, the more you save. Hearing Wolverine tell me about getting Marvel Comics is just bizarre. Sasquatch is immediately knocked off, and then Aurora and Northstar fly past him. That's horribly convenient. They fly around Tundra's head, ripping out pieces from him, but of course it'll take forever, as Shaman points out. So then Shaman tries to rain on him, which kind of disintegrates him, and everyone thinks that the day is won. Then they see a giant water spout, and they realize Tundra can be stopped for good. So Aurora and Northstar blind him. Marina is taken out of the water spout, and Shaman takes all the water and absolutely disintegrates Tundra. And that is the end of Alpha Flight's first big bad supervillain, and the skull of the man who originally created him floats down to the bottom.
And then some idiot pulled the skull out of the lake and the movie Poltergeist happened.
Alpha Flight goes to James' house at 138A Laurel Drive. Another one! Georges, how many of these strangers must we see going to the Hudsons before you do something? Francois? I'm not sure. They pay their rent on time, they never have loud parties. They're nice, normal people for Anglais. Leave it alone.
Okay, but if I hear a single note of Juju on that beat, Granny's gonna go over there and open up a can of whoop-ass on those kids.
And upstairs. All right, she can stay, but I swear if I catch that hussy making goo-goo eyes at you once more, she won't. You have to be patient with Aurora, honey. She's troubled.
I never realized a man dressed in the Canadian flag could be so sexy, mon ami. Okay, I am officially uncomfortable now. Heather, you can kick her out.
Suddenly, James hears a knock at the door. Yes, what can I... Down here, eh?
Oh, my Tinder date's arrived. You don't look anything like you did in your picture.
No, of course it's Puck, who walks in and tells him that he wants to be an Alpha Flight. Let's short, bald, and nasty. Alpha Flight sounds good to me, too. We can always use a mascot.
Says the overgrown orange furry stuffed animal, eh?
Of course, Puck and Sasquatch begin to fight, with Heather saying, "Oh lord, suddenly I don't know if this is such a good idea."
Says the Barbara Gordon riff-off who will serve as nothing but tech support.
Okay, so Puck has found an insult he likes. This comic is fucking amazing. I just love Alpha Flight so much, and their first outing is really good. There's humor, character interactions, backstory, the team all coming together and fighting a massive supervillain. It's everything you could want in a first issue. So, join us next time, where we will be reviewing the next issue of Alpha Flight.